day I die. Hey, swing those hips around. Can't stop, roll back down. My ladies, short, tall, thin or wide, always down and ready to ride. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Whether you're ready or not, time for it all. Break free of history. This train is racing straight ahead. No man can do like I can. I'm the queen of the land. Haters gonna hate. Won't be sorry now. Shoot me down, but I'll rise again. I'm laying down the law and you've been served. One by one, billion by billion, been holding up half the sky. Raise your hand if you're ready and willing, if you know it's time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Time for a girl on time. Whether you're ready or not, time for a girl on time. Whether you're ready or not, time for a girl on time.
Hi everyone, welcome to After Sunset Sunday. I promised I would show it off. Hi Joan, welcome in. And so here she is. The amazing witch hat has arrived and it's super tall. So I do love it. Hey Pam, welcome in. Welcome in. So yes, I am wearing, in fact, the amazing witch hat. Thank you so much, Susan. I appreciate it. So because I've had a headache off and on today, we're not keeping it on all night, but I love her. I absolutely love her. Okay, so let me say hi to everybody. Let me go pull the chat and say hi to everybody in the chat. So I see Katie was here first, and then Maddie, welcome in. And let's see, scroll down, Judy and Laura and Nanette and Linda and Joan and Pam. And yes, you guys are here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's another After Sunset Sunday. How is your Sunday going? How are you guys feeling? Is this a good Sunday? Is this the kind of Sunday you want to be having? Hey, Barbara, welcome in. Glad you guys are here. Sorry, just checking the messages. Hey, Cynthia, good times to see you. Good time to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So I'm going to be cutting fabric tonight, and I will let you guys see what I'm cutting. I'm not going to call out the measurements. I don't recommend you write them down because you won't have everything you need. I've already gotten quite a bit of stuff cut, but you guys are going to get to watch me cut tonight. So, oh, bittersweet Sunday. I bet. Susan did a great job with the hat. Yes, she did. Linda says she's binding 2 quilts, and that's 2 more Christmas gifts off the list. Yay! I'm yaying along with you. I have got one that I need to bind. The blue quilt has been gifted to the recipient, and the recipient said, "This is amazing." So I'm happy. And so yeah, we It is the time of year for quilts. Recovering from my 5-day retreat and almost done unpacking and laundry. Yeah, see, laundry is the first thing I do. I get started on laundry and then I slowly start unpacking. And I make sure everything goes back into its nice little home so I don't end up with clutter. Have I done that effectively? No, I've got a few things out that don't need to be out, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I will be sewing tomorrow. Today is just cutting. Today is just cutting. I have hand sewn a little bit today, so today's cutting. I have also loaded a quilt on the long arm frame. So, yes, thank you, Joan. She says the hat looks great. Saw the short and it was very cute. Yes, yeah. I just did a picture this time. I have had one heck of a week. I have had to. Oh, good deal. Susan is at her neighbors to watch the Seahawks game. Let me know how they're doing. Give me regular updates. You're allowed to give me updates. We do sports updates here. That is fine. Uh, so I got a quilt loaded on the frame so I can quilt tomorrow. So I've got to do that, and I've got to do some sewing and some video recording. So I have a busy week coming up ahead. So while I'm thinking about it, this Tuesday will be the show and tell. So if you guys have got show and tell that you need to send in, now's the time to do it because you have until Tuesday at 3 p.m. However, with that being said, we've got two things tonight. We have got the super chat goal going. So you guys, if you want to get your super chats in for April, you can go ahead and get started on your super chats for April. The other thing is on the 11th of November, my Tuesday night live will be not a live. I will do a recorded video to play while I am gone. I will be at a banquet, a Veterans Day banquet. So the day before Veterans Day, for those of you who do not know, November 10th is the Marine Corps birthday. And for the entire time that Mr. Siberian Wind and I have been married, he has never made it to a Veterans Day banquet or a veteran or a Marine Corps ball or banquet. Well, this year it's not a ball, it is a banquet. So I've got two rubber chicken dinners in my future. Hey Zaza, welcome in. Welcome in. So on the 11th, instead of being here in front of you guys will get a recorded video. But that is because I will be dressed to the nines for a Veterans Day banquet. So the two banquets that I have, I've already sent pictures to Jess from So Blessed by Jess. She's going to be my style guide for this. I have got two dresses picked out now, and I just have to get my shoes. That's like, I have no shoes. Like I used to have shoes, but I no longer have shoes. So I have got to get shoes for my two formal gowns. And as much as Mr. Siberian Wind does not like it, I will be taller than him in at least one of those gowns because the gown is too tall for me. It's always been too tall. It has always been designed to be worn with high heels. So I will be in high heels. So you guys will get pictures after the evenings are done. So don't worry, you guys will be in my heart and soul, and you'll get a recorded video. Let's go. I'm going to make my cutting table large so you guys can see that primary, and I'm going to be small in the corner. This side. I'm going to be off on this side. So let's see. Ooh, I don't remember which window it is. Let me see if I can figure out which window it is. Oh, it's that one. Okay. All right, let's go over to it. So the lighting looks a little yellow. I apologize, but yes, it looks a little yellow. Cynthia says she can't wait to see the pics. I know. So one of my dresses, the more formal dress that I've got, is going to look black in the pictures, but it is not actually black. My nail polish is a navy blue, and the shimmers on that dress are navy blue. So I've had that dress since college. I can wear it again now, so I shall be wearing it. That is how we're going to do this. I can wear it, so I will be wearing it. All right, so on this quilt, I am literally going through the rainbow. So I know these colors don't show up very pretty on this camera. I don't know why. You know what? Let me see if that doesn't really help either. You know what? I wonder. Let me turn this on off camera and see if that helps. No, it just casts a shadow. Okay. We tried it. We tried it. So each of these I got more than I needed. This is 28 inches. I think I asked for 3/4 of a yard for each of my color fabrics. So that's what I have on all of these except for the ones I pulled from my stash. So as I go through them, you guys will get to see them. I've already cut the red fabric. It is, let me see. Do I have a piece I can show you? Yes, I do. I have the leftovers. So I have a lot of leftover. So it's red with white polka dots. So that was my first color. This is my second, and so on and so forth. We're going through the whole rainbow. I have 15 fabrics here. So we're going to see how much of it I can get cut into effectively and how much I can wind up with. And I am using my slide lock, quilter slide lock tonight. I was using this when I was cutting all the other stuff. So yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Let's see. I saw a cute meme about shoes and it says 2 words for anyone who thinks shoes don't matter: Cinderella and Dorothy. Yes. So right. So I have winter shoes, winter dress shoes, but none of them really go with a blue dress. I can get away with it. I shouldn't. Let's put it that way. I shouldn't get away with it with the other dress. I can get away with one of the shoes I already have. But the blue dress, no. You can't mess with this. You got to do the right dress. You got to do the right shoes for this dress. Because I do not currently own the right shoes for the dress. When I wore it in college, I wore some strappy heels, and that's kind of what I would like to go with again. I know it's not necessarily maybe as in style as it used to be, but I kind of like that style, and it will go well with the dress. The dress is kind of timeless. Trying to think of what to make for Christmas gifts for friends, families, getting pillows with 3 different quilts of pillow covers. I like that idea, Susan. That's a good Christmas gift. If any of them are book lovers, you could make a quilted bookmark. All you need to do for that, let me get my bucket too. All you need to do for the quilted bookmark is take some denim or corduroy. Denim works better for the bookmarks, and layer fabric on top and sew it in place, and then punch a hole and decorate the edges, like pinking shear it or something, or zigzag stitch, like satin stitch, and ribbon through the top. It works really, really well. Welcome in, Terry. Welcome in. Oh, thinking a quilted Santa hat using rats. Oh, that would be fantastic, Susan. And especially like if you make it so they can pull it down and keep their ears warm. Oh my gosh. You've been binge watching the Reflections playlist trying to catch up. Oh, good deal. Well, we only have one more video coming up. We have one more video coming up this month. It'll come out on the 15th. Now it is a Saturday. I will be somewhere else again. But it will be as a premiere just like last time. So I will be in the chat watching it along with you guys. So we'll do that. We'll do that this time again. All right. So the first thing that I need to cut out of this, and so what I do, I have my list of instructions. I'm not going to let you guys see the whole list because I'm like making notes, and I actually need my pencil. There we go. I need my pencil because I am checking things off as I do them. But what I do when I look at a patterns instructions, a patterns list of cutting, how much you need or what you need to cut from something, I go ahead and look and see what the biggest piece I need to cut is. Well, I've got 2 different pieces. Oh yeah, you have a little bit of time. Yeah, absolutely. And then, I mean, it's a 12-month program. So, hey, Katie, welcome back. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to move cutting table. cutting board. Let me move these numbers out of the way. What I do when I look at a pattern and I am looking at what I need to cut, I look at the largest piece I need to cut and see if there's any way for me to cut it out of smaller pieces. Well, I can, but I've got enough of this big piece that I need to cut. So I'm going to cut it first. And I am doing the measure with this ruler with my creative grids, and then the cut with my my slide lock. Hey Raina and hey Katie, welcome in. Good deal, you guys. Good deal. Glad you're here. All right, so I'm going to move this out of the way. I apparently didn't cut all the way through. I should have checked that. I'm going to move that out of the way, and then I'm going to cut from this strip and then see what I need to cut after that. So this one has a big selvage. Hi, Candace. Yay. She says, just started following your channel. Well, welcome. I am very glad you are here. Very glad you are here. Sunday night is kind of our chat night. It is, we literally talk about anything and everything under the sun on Sunday nights. And I usually go about 2 hours. Tuesday nights are kind of like our business meeting nights. I do sew on some Tuesday nights, and some Tuesday nights it is just informational. This upcoming Tuesday night will be, if you've never seen it before on my channel, you will be seeing Sew and Tell. Sew and Tell on my channel means that everybody that wants to send in items for sharing with the group, sharing with the whole YouTube community, out on the internet, out on the interwebs, however you want to call it. I get to share those with all of you, tell you a little bit about them, tell you what they said about them, and I get to give you my own little tidbits. So, you know, if somebody sends something in and they don't say much about it, I'm going to say some stuff about it because I love seeing everything that people are working on. And I give away a quilt every 6 months. And if we get through cutting all 15 fabrics tonight, I will go ahead and show you what fabric is going into the next Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. Because I need to cut the first parts of the next Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. So I have the fabric handy, so you guys will get to see that if I get through these 15. So we will see how far I get tonight and see if we get to it. If not, that's okay. You guys will eventually see it. Don't worry. I don't keep it a surprise. The last quilt I just gave away, I gave away in October. So October and April are the 2 giveaway days. All right, so I've got my 4 pieces of this one. So I am going to mark it off, and I'm going to grab my label for it, clip it, and put it in my box. I did not bring clips the other day when I was cutting everything. So right before the live, I was mad dashing to do all of my little clips so that I wouldn't get anything mixed up and get anything turned around. All right, so that is G4. And let's see, the next biggest piece that I need, I only need 1 of, so I'm going to open this up. What time do I usually start? Okay, so Sunday nights is 8 p.m. Mountain Time. I am in Mountain Time Zone. So this is 10 p.m. Eastern. And then I, on Tuesdays, go live at 6 p.m. Mountain, which is 4 p.m. Eastern. And let's see, on second and fourth Fridays right now, I have, hey Susie, right now I have Yuletide Sampler 2 with Kathy from My Hobby Home and Alicia from Quilty Bird Piecing. That starts also at 6 p.m. Mountain Time. And then Friday nights, the third Friday, I now have Sean from The Guy Who Sews is going to be joining me on a Friday night live instead of a Sunday night live. That's also going to be 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So most of my lives are late night. Now Reflections comes out at 3 p.m. Mountain Time, so it comes out during the daytime. And sometimes I do pop-ups during the day. But most of my lives and most of my online time, a lot of it is evening time. That is the majority of my time. That is the majority of it. So this piece is the full length of my ruler. So I'm just making sure I've got it lined up over there. What time Tuesday? It is 6 p.m. Mountain. So that would make it 4 p.m. or no, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I am 6 p.m. Mountain. Let's see. Hi, Linda. Welcome in. Glad you're here. I'll say I missed one. Katie, did I hear that Nico went? Yes, he did. He did, I believe. Hey, Kathy. I was just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Your ears must have been burning. Your ears had to have been burning. I'm going to double check my measurement on this because this is such a large piece. I don't want to miscut. Not that I can't go back and get more fabric, maybe, because it's Hobby Lobby fabric. So, all of this came from Hobby Lobby except for the stuff that came from my stash. Okay, I just have it. It's just wonky going further back. Yes, Joan, he's on his way to hook up with his mistress, says Katie Snickers. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. Let's see. Yeah, you're welcome, Terry. She said that she thought so. Yep, that's the right time. You got it. All right, so this is G2 is the fabric that this is. So let me grab my little marker because I only needed one of these. Yes, good. I was looking back. I was going, wait a minute. Am I sure that I only need one? Yep, I only need one. Okay. So, and these are not in any particular order. Oh yeah, you're so welcome. You're so welcome, Candace. So my community here, especially more so than I think any other community, I think everyone here kind of feels like family. So when you join my group, when you join onto my lives and you're coming to hang out over here, you really do join a family here. Everybody kind of checks in on everybody. I mean, you can go MIA for a little bit if you want to, but especially once people get to know you here, we're going to check in on you. Like we're going to make sure we know where you are and that, if you're having problems, we know about it because we want to help you. Yeah, all of that kind of stuff. We are all like that. So I have made some decisions about retreat, guys. So for those of you who are coming to the retreat next year, I am hosting a retreat here in, ooh, you know what? I just realized I forgot something. Oops. I just realized I did not cut some inches off. I forgot that this piece is not the full size piece. It was supposed to be a little bit shorter, a little bit narrower. It's supposed to be the full length of my ruler, but it's supposed to be narrower. So let me fix that while I'm thinking about it. There we go. Okay, so let's reclip it and put it back in. Good question, Joan. She is asking whether Nico will be home for Christmas and New Year's. I hear you, Kathy. She says she's been MIA from lives. I've been MIA from a lot of lives myself. You are not missing that because that is not just you. That is not just you. All right, so this next piece. Okay, all right, let's go. I don't know. We're going to go this yeah, we're going to go this way. I'm having to think. He'll fly home on the 27th of November, says Katie. Good deal. That'll be awesome for you to have him home again. So soon. So soon. All right, so this, because my fabric was still folded earlier, it's a little wonky. So I am using the ruler to cut. But I am still, post-surgery, I am still using larger than necessary rulers when I need to hold something in place, just so that I can use my arm versus using my wrist. I've still not changed back to using my wrist for anything much. It's kind of like habit now, so I'll eventually get there. Okay, so this one, did I need more than one? No, I only need one. Okay, so this one's marked off the list as well. I'll have to mark it off the list. I'm just now getting a notification that I'm live, guys. YouTube is late on the notifications. So late. Trying to double up on my recording right now, waiting for 2 videos to upload. Ouch. I've got to do some major recording this week myself. So, all right. Ooh, those should be easy. Okay. Oh, hey, Rita, welcome in. Welcome in. 15th wedding anniversary. Good deal. Good deal. All right, so I'm going to cut 2 strips by this and then layer them, because then the other pieces I need to cut will be working on it. YouTube major late. Good grief. Yeah, YouTube has been majorly late. And I don't know why. I don't know why. I just know it has been. I don't know the reasoning. I just know it has been. All right. So there's my piece smaller than 1 inch wide. So it is going in my bucket because I will not try to use it. Let's see. Where have I missed anything else? Okay, I haven't missed anything else. Told me you were live 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. Oh my gosh. Yeah, YouTube is majorly off. Oh well. At least you're here now. At least you're here now. Oh, good deal. Kathy's asking about Katie's pain level, see how she's doing. And let me measure what I've got to, or let me remember what I have to measure. Okay. I remember now. And I'm going to square up, and I am going to use my slide lock for that. So I'm going to move this closer to me so I can see it better and see where I can square it up to. All right. Time change must have confused it. You're giving YouTube far too much grace. Just saying. We're going to hold YouTube accountable for YouTube not being faithful to us. That's just what it is. It's very nice he'll be home for Christmas, Katie. I'm happy for you, says Susan. Yes, agreed. Absolutely agreed. Let's see. It is off every time changes. Like it takes like a week or more before it fixes. That's crazy. That is crazy. Susan got the notification on her phone. Yeah, see, my phone did the notification, but my email notification just came through. Like literally just came through like 2 minutes ago. Laura says she didn't get a notification. She popped in an hour early because she's not used to the time changes. Oh, well, that's kind of a good thing. You were early, so you didn't miss nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so retreat. Don't let me get off topic. Retreat. On retreat, we are going to do everything at the hotel, and there's going to be a once nightly event. So there's going to be an event round about dinner time every night. So it's Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So there'll be 4 nights of events. The retreat goes through Sunday, but Sunday is also a pack up and leave day. So I didn't want to put any events specifically on Sunday because I don't want anybody to feel like they're missing anything. So Wednesday night will be a banquet kind of thing. So there will be food involved. So that will be included in the price of the retreat. I think all other food may be, you choose what you want. Like it's not going to be provided specifically. There's microwaves in the hotel rooms. And you can always take a shuttle and go get something too. So that's, I think, where we're going to go with it. I think the entire world has messed up clocks right now, Laura, says Rita. Yes. Yeah, it took me a minute when Tiffany went live an hour earlier than what I'm used to. Let's see. Got to do some sewing today, says Linda. Finished her granddaughter's quilt top for Christmas. Can't post yet on my page since it's a Christmas gift. It has cherries on it. I can't wait to see that. And so since you're giving it at Christmas, you can always send it for Sew and Tell in January. You can absolutely do that. We will probably be seeing a lot of Christmas gifts in January. So that is okay. Katie got some sewing in today. Good deal. Good deal. Laura's messed up right now too. Yeah, you guys that don't change time, you gotta deal with all the rest of us that do. Oh, I have one clock that is correct. I never change it. Oh, so Mr. Siberian Wind, I don't think has been to his car yet today. I changed the clock on the stove and the microwave. Those are the 2 digital clocks in the apartment. And so I changed those. So we know that they're right. they're not messed up. They're right. And he has to change the analog clocks. So like the clock above my long arm and the clock in the living room, he has to change those clocks because I'm not getting up onto, like I'm not pulling a chair or a step ladder or anything like that to change any of those. That's all him. But I had to change the clock in my car today because my GPS said I would be there 30 minutes later than what I would actually be there. And I'm like, or 30 minutes away. And I'm like, no, I'm like an hour and a half away. And then I realized it was time change stuff. So, oh, the dogs, yes, the dogs definitely know. My buddy clock may be messed up, but the dog is stuck on yesterday's time, so it's 11:30 for her. Yes. Yeah, the dogs do not understand. Now Paladin, thankfully, because he doesn't eat on a specific time frame, he just eats when he's hungry. It's easy. He does not. He will, like in springtime, he will wake us up, but fall time, he doesn't wake us up early or try to be a pain or anything like that, because we've got him so conditioned to follow on our schedules. So yeah, it's not a big deal for him. He's used to this. Clue 8 of the Bella Rose 2024 Advent box is finally done. Oh, good deal. Congrats, Kathy. Very big congrats. Okay, so this is fabric 3. It is another orange, but it is a little bit lighter orange than the other one. All right, so, ooh, okay. All right, I know. This pattern does not have a lot of even number measurements. So a lot of the measurements are 1/2-inch measurements. So like 2.5, 4.5, 6.5, 8.5. Like a lot of that is in this pattern. There's not a lot of whole number measurements. This one's a whole number measurement. Oh, good night, Zaza. Thank you. She's off to bed, and have a great week, people. Thank you. All right. Cynthia says she only has 2 clocks to change this time. They have been changed. First time she's changed clock on the first day. Oh, I'm with you on that. So I'm easy on changing them. Hey, Lori, good to see you again. Glad you're here. So yeah, I changed both of those clocks in like 2 minutes. Or not even 2 minutes. It was not even 2 minutes. All right, I don't know what my numbers are, so let me pull my numbers. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right, and I have my fabric scissors to cut these with. So we are doing fabric scissors. But yeah, so retreat is going to be 4 nights of events. So like 6 or 7 o'clock at night. Everything is going to kind of pause for a little bit, but the sewing room will be 24 hours. So you can go back to sewing afterwards. Hey, Jacqueline, welcome in. I so didn't get the sewing done today. I wanted to, so Susan did a bit of hand quilting the autumn leaf pillow cover, though. That's good. That's very good. All right, so I said 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I got 2 more of these. And these number things are not in order. So I am having to search for numbers too. And my fingers are not sticky enough to flip them. So if I lick my fingers, habits die hard. Habits just die really, really hard. Okay. 26 is also on here. And let's see, what's the other number? 21. So let me go find, there's 21. Woohoo! I'm pretty off, says Candace. She went to Soap Lake, Washington for a retreat. Was able to see her sister and teach her to quilt. Oh, that's awesome. Got back Tuesday at midnight. Had to teach Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now another time change. Okay, so if you went to Washington, where is your home time zone? If you were having to do time changes, where is your home time zone? And what do you teach at home? Do you teach quilting at home? Let's see. Finished quilting and binding quilt and worked on Under the Sea Clue 4. Good deal, Jacqueline. Great. Those clues. Oh, guys, I love seeing all your Cotton Cuts clues. because I'm living vicariously through all of you. Microwave and bathroom clock change. I'll change the Jeep tomorrow when I drive. Right, Pam? I wouldn't have changed my Jeep today if my clock, if I hadn't gone to drive today. Candace was a treat at the fabric patch, is what Laura is asking. Ooh. I have not heard of Soap Lake, Washington before, so that's new. I'll have to look that up. That sounds like an interesting place to go visit. I'm not that I will have any money to go visit, don't get me wrong, but I would love to try to go visit. If it is an interesting place, I am down. I am absolutely down. All right, so we're going to cut our first cut off. We're going to get the selvages off. Eastern time. Oh my gosh. Okay, you teach quilting and sewing. And she was at the fabric patch. Oh my gosh, guys. Our world just got a whole lot smaller, a whole lot faster. Okay, so if you're Eastern time zone, do you mind if I ask what state you live in? I tend to remember things like that, or at least vaguely. And it's just because I used to live in Alabama, and we have a lot of East Coasters here as well. So you are in good company. Most of my East Coasters that would normally be here are not here, but again, time change. Time change. Let's see. What was the... Oh, you better look it up. Great story about the town. Oh, very good. Very good. I will definitely do that. I will definitely do that. I have not... I have signed up to teach at Quilt Wyoming, but I still don't even know if I'm going to be quilt teaching. I have not gotten anybody to call me back or contact me. And the people who know me aren't doing anything. Hey, Jaja, welcome in. Glad you're here. Laura wants to visit Soap Lake one day. Oh, good deal. Oh, you're close to Louisville. Okay. My former mother-in-law lives not in Louisville, but in Jeffersonville, Indiana. So I know quite a bit about that place. I love Shimp's Confectionery in Jeffersonville. Hey, Ellen, welcome in. Soap Lake is special water. It has minerals in it. Ooh, very cool. Jaja, I did not know that. I'm learning a whole bunch about a town I never knew existed. Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, so I needed 2 of these, which is what I've got. So this is 5. So we're going to clip that and drop it in the box because I'm going to have to go figure all this out. That's right, Terry is. Yeah, Terry's at East Coast. Well, like Sean and Chloe came to mind immediately. Jess is also East Coast. Gosh. Yeah, so many of you are East Coast. So many of you are. So many of you are. That would have been nice if I'd heard of it. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I do. Gosh, I miss Shimp's. I miss Shimp's Confectionery. It's to the north side of Louisville. But Louisville has quite a few candy shops. I've been mostly across the country. I've been to upstate New York. I've been to New York City, but I haven't been north of upstate New York. I've been to Boston, but I haven't been to Virginia, or I haven't been to Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine. I don't know that I've been to Rhode Island. So like that whole section and Hawaii are the only places I haven't been in the country. Jess is East Coast. Yeah, she is. Yeah, I did say her name. That's okay. Soap Lake has many properties only found there, nowhere on Earth. Oh, very cool. Cynthia will be by the end of this week. Are you getting nervous that you won't be in Oklahoma anymore? Quite a few bourbon shops. Yes, there's lots of bourbon shops in Kentucky. I kind of like Tennessee whiskey though. I'm kind of like a Jack Daniels kind of person. All right, let's see. So the next biggest piece, all right, is a full-size ruler. So I'm probably gonna have to cut more strips. Just saying. Because this is, yeah, oh yeah, definitely have to cut more strips. This is the whole length, almost the whole length of this strip. And I'm gonna have to trim it down because it's the same size as the other one that I cut that I didn't trim down immediately and put in the box and then had to come pull back out. Oh, Linda's near Paducah. Okay, yeah. I've been to Paducah quite a few times. I do miss Paducah. Oh, I miss Paducah. Paducah is so much fun. Paducah is so much fun. Let's see, I plan to stop at a fabric store in Paducah on my way to Virginia. Yes, you are stopping at Hancock's of Paducah, right? Is that where you're stopping? I bet that's where you're stopping. If I had to hazard a guess, that's where you're stopping. I love Hancock's of Paducah. I actually got quite a few kits from there. And I always look for hand quilting needles or like hand needles while I'm there. And then I always look at their clearance. I'm so proud of their clearance. Hey, Judy, welcome back in. She finally finished piecing her Christmas quilt. Good deal. Good deal. Congratulations. Just want to share with everyone that my daughter and her husband are officially the new owners. Yay! The closing went well on Saturday, so hopefully we can relax a bit. That is fantastic news, Ellen. That is fantastic. Seahawks are up 38-7. Okay, it's a shoe-in then. Okay. It's a shoe-in. They're set. They're not going nowhere. They're winning. All right, so this is 8. Let's see if I can pick it up. I can pick it up. Woo-hoo. They have some Route 66 fabric I want to purchase. Well, they might have it in stock when you get there. They might not. It is all subjective to how many people have been in there and shopping before you get there. And Candace says she is in Vine Grove. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let's see. Okay, I've caught up. Okay, there we go. Where is Blaine's? It is in Rhode Island. Blaine's Sewing Center is in Rhode Island. Speaking of, Ellen is East Coast because she's in Rhode Island too. I'm piecing it together, guys. I am piecing it together. You can't hate me forever because I am getting there. All right, so that is a 2.5 inch wide strip. I'm not gonna shop. I'm not going to salvage fabric that much. I bet it was nerve-wracking. Absolutely. Susan's got to sew the backing for hers, Judy. Oh, good deal, Kathy. She's off to bed. Second video finally uploaded. We'll sleep well, lady. And don't forget to keep in touch. I will see you not this Friday. It is next Friday. Okay. Plan on being there for a while, Cynthia. Yes. Yeah, when you go to Hancock's of Paducah, it is an absolute warehouse. There is a main room, then there's an off to the side room, and then there's another building room. Just crazy. Just plan for being there a while. Oh my gosh, Candace, such a small world now. Okay, so her nephew has a painting business in Rhode Island. So I bet that somebody here knows something about something. All right, so we are going to go with the next size I can get away with. That's what we're going with, is the next size I can get away with. All right. So Terry says she ran the New York City Marathon today. Oh, she just feels like shit. Okay. I was like, wow, you ran the marathon and you're here? Oh my gosh. Alan says, we all talk about so much. It's amazing you remember as much as you do. My memory is terrible. You know, I do because it's kind of a technique that I use. So when it comes down to trying to remember things and trying to be on top of things, I do word associations, but I mentally do them. And so when YouTube changed from the screen names to the handles, it completely blew my brain out of the water. So I am still picking up pieces that I missed with the changeover. Like that completely screwed my brain up. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good on the memory thing. Let's see. Next, I need to get it on the alarm. Yes, Judy. Yes, absolutely. Terry says her brother ran often and many other men. I am not a runner. I am not. There's one lady here in town that I know is like a major like marathon runner, and I'm like, no, I can't. I can't. They won't. Jaja, she says she hopes that they go back to the usernames, not the handles. They won't. You just got to cope with it. They're not going back to it. Ellen is asking what city or town in Rhode Island for the nephew's painting business. Let's see. Rhode Island is very small. Yes, it is. Rhode Island is incredibly small. And Rhode Island, for as small as it is, still has more people in it than Wyoming. Welcome to Small Facts. Oh, good night, Susan. Absolutely. She's going to watch on replay after the football game. Yep. The football game absolutely comes first. I know how that is. Because of, oh my gosh, who is it? Is it Shelby that watches the Saints? Gosh, I can't remember for sure, but I want to say it's Shelby that watches the Saints. I now have the Saints stuck on my phone. So every time the Saints are playing, I get those score updates. So thank you, Shelby, if that is you. I've been getting more score updates on them than my husband does, and he likes them. You can change the handle if you like. Yes. Yeah, you can change the handle. I did a post that links to Katie's video over at Greenland Quilter that tells you how to change it back or to change your handle. But yes, it is. Yeah, you're going to have to go in and make some changes yourself to even get it there. I'm thinking it's like, yeah. Yeah, it is definitely late where you are. It is definitely late. I forget that. Is Paducah itself on Central though? Because I know where Louisville is on Eastern, but is Paducah on Central? Or is Paducah also on Eastern? Which is really crazy weird for where it's located. Because if it is, then that means you guys have 2 time zones, which is really kind of cool. We used to all know each other or were related by marriage or blood, right? It's like 6 degrees of separation. It is. It really, really is. Okay. So this strip, I need 8. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need 2 cuts. Okay. Paducah is Eastern. Okay. Gosh. But that doesn't make any sense because like Memphis that you have to go through, isn't Memphis also? Isn't Memphis Central? I want to say Memphis is Central. Oh, it is Central Time in Paducah. Okay, good deal. So I was right. Okay, yeah, 2 time zones. I thought so. I didn't think I was going completely crazy. I mean, I do go crazy sometimes, but I didn't think I went crazy this time. I thought I was right on that because I've been to Paducah lots of times. So I thought I had only been there 3, but I think I may have been there 4 times. Oregon has 2 time zones too. Oh, that's crazy. I did not know that, Jaja. See, I don't keep up with the time zones. All the traveling I did not keep up with the time zones. That was the one thing I didn't do. The reason I knew about Louisville being Eastern is because, again, having a former mother-in-law of mine living right near Paducah meant that we went through Louisville and she was on Eastern time zone. And yeah, so anytime we went to talk to her or went to go see her, it was going back to Eastern time zone. So yeah, Memphis is Central, Louisville is Eastern. Yeah, Louisville is Eastern. Idaho has 2 time zones also, says that. Good deal. Oh, Pawtucket. And Ellen's dad was from there. Oh my gosh. Time zone just runs about 2 hours east of Paducah. Okay, that makes sense. That I can process. Okay. But yeah, I thought they were Central. I thought they were. All right, so I got all 8 of these cut. Oh, this orange is so bright. And guys, if you didn't see it before, there's 2 yellows right there. I am doing yellows. Hey, Mona, welcome in. She says, hola, beautiful people. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. All right, so what else do I have to cut? Oh, let me mark that one off so I don't cut it again. Yeah, 2 time zones. Lots of time zones. Lots of time zones. Okay, so I need some. Okay, let's see. I should be able to cut one of those from here. One of them from here. Yep, just one. All right, so I'm gonna have to cut a lot into this orange. I did not realize how much orange I was gonna have to cut. That means the yellow is probably gonna be even more. Because of where I'm at. No, maybe not. Fabrics 4 and 5 are going to be yellows. Ooh, one of them might need, I don't know. All right, let's see how many of these I got. I got 4. How many did I need? I need 10 for that one. I need 2 for that one. We're going to do the 2 first and get it off the map. Because I'll have to cut some more. We only have 1 area code, let alone 2 time zones. Okay. Wyoming also only has one area code. We only have one. It is 307. We are 307. So anytime you see 307 all over the place, that's us. That is totally us. All right, so the next size, I still need to go ahead and cut. My gosh, this one's almost gonna be all the yardage I've got. I did not realize I was going to be cutting it that close. I was estimating my yardage, guys. I was estimating what I needed. This pattern is not 100% tested yet, so I was estimating. So my estimations, we are going to see if they hold up or if they fail me. I'm going to have to square this one up. Oh, and Ellen's is 401. Oh, very cool. Very cool. I think Utah is 801 is one of their area codes. I don't know how many they got, but that's one of them. Florida, Indiana, Michigan, Tennessee, Nebraska, North Dakota, Texas, Alaska, Idaho, Kansas, Nevada have 2 time zones. Oh my gosh. Crazy. Mona says 512 here, only 1. Okay, so where is 512 area code? Yeah, Terry, New York has tons of area codes. I don't think y'all could exist on just even just 2 area codes. Y'all got lots of people. Same with California. California has a lot of people too. And then Georgia with Atlanta. They're starting to build out. Alabama, I think, just added a new area code too. Recently. So my old area code wouldn't matter any now. Anyway, I think they're adding a new area code here in Oregon. Oh my gosh. You are Oregon, right? That's how you knew the Oregon facts. I think, right? Am I right? Did I get it? Am I good at guessing? Mind blowing things I never knew or forgot. More likely never knew, right? I never knew it. I would never. So growing up in Alabama, we had the 1 time zone for us, and then Tennessee for the most part, and then Mississippi and Florida and Georgia. I mean, we could figure those out as we needed to. But Alabama only has 1 time zone. So thinking about having extra time zones, just crazy. Yes, go Pokes. Absolutely, Susie. You're my homegirl tonight. You're my only Wyoming person in the chat tonight so far. Colorado has now 4 area codes, says Nanette. Oh, you're in Washington. Okay, that makes sense. Oh my gosh. Mona says Austin, Texas, smack dab in the middle. Middle Earth. Okay, so with that being said, I have the Continental Divide here in Wyoming. And then we also have no, that's Montana that has the 4. I don't remember. Hang on. I don't remember. Okay, I'll come back to that. I will come back to that. Lots of useless bits of information tonight in the chat. There is, Ellen. Absolutely. And Terry's got 22 area codes. That's mind-blowing. That is absolutely mind-blowing. You don't see a post up anywhere for just, with a 7-digit phone number anywhere. You have to have all the digits. Okay, so I need 10 of these, and I've got 2, so I need 4 cuts. It's kind of cool jelly, right? I'm not a bit jealous. I like it's crazy. So I have to sign out for keys frequently because I teach 4-H and I need to get into the building. Well, when you sign out on the sheet, you have to put your phone number. Guys, I am writing a 7-digit phone number. I do not have to write a 10-digit number because there's not even room on there for a 10-digit number. They don't even put that much room. They don't give you that much room. So unless you still have an out-of-state phone, then you don't need it. And it just blows my mind. I have not written a 7-digit phone number in so long. It is so foreign to me. I have always had to write a 10-digit phone number for everything. So the 7-digit, oh my gosh. Katie says she loves watching ice skate. I love it too. I love like the couples ice skating. I don't know what it is about the couples ice skating versus just the singular events, but I love couples ice skating. I actually recently sold my ice skates because I finally realized that I was never getting back on the ice in any meaningful form, and that it was just a waste of space for me to keep my ice skates in the apartment. So I finally sold off my ice skates. I sold off my roller skates because I don't need those either. We do not need Tammy to have broken hands, wrists, ankles, knees, none of it. No broken anything. So, oh my goodness. All right, so we got the 10 that we need. I love ice dancing over figure skating, right? I don't like the ice dancing, but I do like the couples ice skating. It's a different category. Lori says she lives in a small town. We used to say our last 4 digits till we got a new exchange number. Oh, there's people in town that are kind of like that too. I like saying triples. So, I can't even say that. I'm glad you can say it. You have to teach me how to say it because I can't pronounce it. I don't know why. I've heard them pronounce it so many times, but I've never tried to say it. Katie's never been on ice skates. Oh, I loved to skate when I was a kid. That was actually what I bought. My ice skates that I just sold was what I bought with my birthday money for my 13th birthday. So yeah. So, oh my goodness. Puppy got in trouble. Settle. Settle. He got in trouble. Let's see. Okay. I like the couples too. I find it relaxing to watch them glide over the ice. See, okay, so my thing is, I think with like ice dancing, they have to keep their hands in contact with each other the entire time. Like it has to actually look like a dance. With the just couples, it doesn't have to look like that. They have a lot more freedom with it, and I kind of like that. That's my thing. Okay, so I did all of those. Let me mark that off because I apparently didn't. Sir, really? We're gonna have a night. We're just gonna have a night. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can get the debate. I'm gonna leave this piece as it is. I'm just gonna cut another piece. So I think that's gonna be my better option. I'm with you, Lori. She says, I don't like to fall. No skating, skiing, or running for me. Walking is as far as I can go. Yeah. It's all about the outfits for me, says Mona. Oh, the sparkle. Yes. I love looking at the outfits. That is absolutely a draw for me. I am all about the outfits. And I'm with you, Lori. I don't like to fall either. And that's kind of why I've given them up, is because I am so worried about, potentially falling at this point. Terry, Lori, you live dangerously. Do you walk fast? Laura says that she loved to ice skate and roller skate, but haven't done it in years. Yeah, see, I did. I loved to skate when I was a kid. And the nice thing with ice skating when you're a kid, if you fall, you're landing on ice. So what do you treat a fall with? You treat it with ice. So that's how I looked at it. Susie says she doesn't bounce as good as she used to. No, I don't either. That's part of my problem is I don't bounce like I used to. It is very, very much not a bounce like it was. It is more a fall and stay until I get picked back up off the floor versus bouncing. I'm only fast when walking the rhino. Oh, Ellen says that she falls sometimes she sometimes falls when she walks. I think we all do. Oh, the rhino. I take it the rhino is a puppy dog. I'm hoping that the rhino is a puppy dog. Let's go with that. Am I right? Am I right? Please tell me I'm right. Even if I'm wrong, tell me. No, I'm just kidding. Just tell me if I'm right. All right, so this one is that measurement. So we're going over here. I am not getting as much cutting done as I thought I would. Amazing how that works, right? Amazing how that works. Okay, heading to bed. Absolutely, Judy. Sleep well. Go pet some fabric. Rhino, aka Marshall, is doing good. Settling down a bit for a 3-year-old dog. Oh, good. Good deal. Good deal. Sir, please settle. You need to settle too. No, sir. You're not getting out of this just because Daddy kicked you out. He wasn't behaving, so Daddy kicked him out. No, sir. We're not going to do that. He's already trying to get into problems. He's already trying. Okay, so I only need one of these, so I'm going to cut it, and it's the length of my ruler. So I am going to line it up. I only need one, so it is what it is. All right. And I actually have leftover. Amazingly enough, I have leftover. I'm shocked. I didn't know that I would. Okay. Because that was the last one I need from this one. And then I gotta cut yellow. Yes, I am putting yellow into this quilt. I hear you, Candace. She says she's sleepy, might crash. I hear you. It happens. I'm the late night crew. Or I'm one of the late night crew. On Monday nights, I will be over, or I have been over at Williams, over at My So-Called Life, and he goes until midnight my time, easily, and that is, in 3 hours from now. So he's late night. So I'm late night, he's late. Oh, yes, absolutely, Terry. She says, Candace, if you do, thanks for joining. Sleep well. Yes, absolutely. I completely agree with that statement. I embody that statement with every fiber of my being. All right. So here's the yellow. The first of the yellows. This is one's bright on camera. Oh my gosh, it's bright on camera. Oh, I bet, Laura. She says that, she was saying goodnight to Candace, and she says she's sleepy too. It was a busy weekend. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh no, and Susie's falling asleep too. Oh yeah, Terry. Yeah, he goes till like early morning the next day for you. Absolutely. He is the late guy. But that's his morning, so he's that's how he makes it work. That is his morning. I am glad that that is not my morning. That would be one rough morning for me. All right, so we are going to trim this up and see what I got to cut. We're going to cut the numbers and then cut what we can. And I may not get all the way, I doubt I'm going to get to the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt fabric. But it is going to be fabulous. Laura says, Terry, I don't know how you stay up so late. Well, usually she doesn't. I'll just let you run, but if I don't respond, yeah, I'm with you on that, Candace. That is fine. That is absolutely fine. I'm fully used to that with being the late crew, being part of the late night crew. I cannot get up in the mornings. So there's a lot of people that I miss because they are morning people, and I am decidedly not a morning person. So yeah, it happens. Insomnia and PTSD, sleeping is not always pleasant. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Terry. I've had a lot of insomnia lately, and I am fighting the urge to get up, come log in, and be a functional member of society during those hours, because it would probably be better for my mental health for me to not do that. But I so want to some days. I so want to. All right, so we got 10 and 11. Terry says she watches William on the TV when she can't stand laptop. Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah. Cynthia says that she's seen Laura stay up late at night. Yeah, she's got insomnia too. Yeah, I, I'm okay with having insomnia because I do have it. Like it's not something that I can get rid of. But there are definitely days that I wish it would choose like a better day to do it instead of a day that I have to be somewhere. I live for 11 p.m. to 2 a.m. Everybody's sleeping and I don't get interrupted my cross stitch time. See, I used to cross stitch a lot, but I have not been able to get back into it. Like I help run a cross stitch group on another platform, but I don't, like, I am not in, like, my cross stitch is still set up. I can still go work on it anytime I want, but I haven't. It's just not, it's not been on my priority list, and it's been hard. It's been very, very hard. Doctor pulled them from me. What I wouldn't give to sleep all night, I would be happy with one good night a week. Yeah. Yeah. I am taking meds as well to sleep. It's not anything prescribed. It's just something over the counter. But yeah, if it wasn't that, yeah, it's late in your time zone. Yes, it is. I started at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, so that was just an hour ago. So whatever time an hour ago was for you, that's my normal Sunday night time. I run for 2 hours on Sunday night. Sometimes I run a little short. Most of the times I run a little bit over, like 15 minutes over at most. I try to keep it into that time frame where I'm not running that far over. All right, so this one I get to cut jelly roll strips. I get to cut jelly roll strips for this one. So there'll be lots and lots of yellow. Let's see. That one, we're probably gonna need we're gonna need 2, maybe 3 strips. I'm gonna go ahead and cut, let's see. I'm just gonna cut 2. We're gonna start with 2. Let's see. No worries, Jacqueline, no worries. So all of the lives are up for this month, including the 11th, which I'm going to be doing a pre-recorded video for the 11th. Oh, thank you, Ellen. She says, don't forget to do your thumbs up, everybody. I appreciate that. So the 11th is going to be a pre-recorded Tuesday night. It's not going to be a live. It is going to be pre-recorded because I have to be somewhere. I have to be at a banquet. And, oh, that's awesome. Lori says she listens to a certain YouTuber at night. Her voice calms me and I sleep solid. No dreams, no self-mental destruction. That's fantastic. I have to put music on at night, and that is what helps me. I am a music fiend. I can't listen to people talk necessarily. Even myself, I can't listen to myself talk. But I can't. I do music. Sir, good grief. I'm glad you guys can't hear him. I hope you can't hear him. Cynthia says she takes prescription meds at night for sleep. She'll be asleep within 15 minutes taking it, but lately she's fallen asleep before taking my meds. Moving is exhausting. Yeah, it is. 6 p.m. Mountain Time, Jacqueline. So Tuesdays are 6 p.m. Mountain Time. So this upcoming Tuesday is So and Tell, and I will be live with it. I am normally live on Tuesdays. The 11th is just the exception, where I won't be live, but I will still have some good content for you guys. But it's always, I'm either 6 or 8. I tend to, the only odd time is the 3 p.m. for the Reflections Mystery. Everything else is 6 or 8. I tend to stick to even numbered hours, just because that is easier for Mr. Siberian Wind to remember too. So it's an accommodation that we make. I read and that does it for me. Yeah, see, I can't read. That will not. I will be up all night reading. I have nightmares when I do fall asleep, so it's not restful sleep. Yeah, I'm with you. I know how that is. I wish I didn't, but I do know exactly how that is. I also have a dog that lays on my legs to prevent my legs from jumping. He's just being obnoxious right now. Okay, so I need 4 of those. So we're gonna go that. Needing to get up way too early tomorrow. Absolutely, Elena. Have a great night. Get some good sleep, and we will see you on Tuesday. I'm glad you were here. Make sure you pet some fabric before you go get in bed. That is always important. Go pet some fabric. All right. That would be 7 p.m. Yes, 7 p.m. Central. Yes, you got it. You got it. Let's see. All right, so that was this one, and there is that one. It's that number. It's number G10. All right. These are going to be, this whole box is going to look bright. Nala can't sleep with me. She's blind and deaf and lame. She would get hurt. Yeah. When I got him, that was one of his first things after we got him crate trained and got him used to being in our bedroom and everything else. So if he's not in bed with me, sleeping on my legs or beside my legs, he is on the floor on my side of the bed. If he is anywhere else, it is because he's not comfortable or something is going on. And that's just the way he is. Oh no. Cynthia's got to get up at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Not thrilled about it at all. Why? Why 7 a.m.? Yeah, trauma does bring bad things. You are not wrong. You are definitely not wrong. All right, so I need 6, but then I need 2. So we're going to cut enough for 8. And then we'll cut the 2. They need to be smaller. Oh. Somebody wants his toys. And Squeaky, here we go. Oh. Somebody was having a fit that he wasn't close to mom. So that he can squeak his toys and be obnoxious with his toys. Oh. But yeah, I trained him from a puppy to lay on my legs. Because otherwise I wasn't going to be able to sleep. Oh, yeah, keeping brain busy lets Lori sleep. Yeah, music just makes me dance. See, music doesn't make me dance. It just, now I have to be careful. I will say this. I do have to be careful what music I choose. Like, there's some music I can't play at night because I will think past the music. It has to be music that I can't think past. So, like, anything instrumental, like classical music or jazz or whatever, is off the table. I can't listen to it when I'm awake, much less when I'm asleep, because my mind goes places. And that's even before my traumas. So, yeah, my mind goes places without much help. It takes me on a ride without it. Electrician has to finish repairing my house. Says he'll be back at 8 a.m. I'm first on his list for Monday. I normally wake at 11 a.m. Yeah, me too. Jojo says I'll sing along in my head to music. So I have to pick things that are either too fast paced for me to sing along to, or that are my chill music. That's not going to bother me to listen to and not sing along to. And after a while, I do have to change playlists. So, like, the playlist that I'm listening to now, I have to my current playlist is a different playlist from what I used to listen to, for that exact reason, because I can't like I can't go back to the old playlist. I have to be on a different playlist now, because I would, if you get too accustomed to music, a certain song or something like that, you will start singing along with it in a way that's self-destructive. So yeah, I do have to change my playlist regularly. What is your deal, bud? He just came over here and started licking my ankles. I don't know. Nora's passed out on the bed, and Nico's side, she snuggled up in his blanket. Ah, that's so sweet. That's so sweet. Cynthia, you'll need some sleep. I'm usually awake by 6 a.m. Yeah. Laura, you are the early riser of this group, and yeah, no, I can't do that. Or you're the early riser for Arizona, at least. I cannot be up that early. Now, if I'm traveling, I can be up that early. But I have to pre-lay everything out and can't be like trying to rush to get anything ready. Like, that will not work. Can't listen to those tranquil. Oh, I can't listen to those either. Rain and I don't mix. Yeah, I don't have a problem with rain, but yeah, I'm with you, Terry. I can't listen to the tranquil music and rainforest and all that. I can listen to it if I'm awake, but I cannot listen to it when I am trying to sleep. It does not work. Oh my gosh. That probably is how the the Twilight series. Yeah, that probably was how it was written, Terry. You are not wrong. You are not wrong. I think this is weird, but I hardly ever remember my dreams, but I miss dreams. I don't remember most of mine, Ellen. Unfortunately, the only dreams I remember of mine are the bad ones. So I kind of count that as a blessing. That I don't remember all of my dreams, but all the ones I remember are always bad. My husband starts work early in the morning, and I usually get up to make him his morning coffee. Oh, good deal. Hey, Alex, welcome in. Glad you're here. So much going on tomorrow that I'll probably fall asleep during William's live tomorrow night, which I've done the last 2 lives. Oops. Okay. So the measurement that I have to cut now is bigger than either of these rulers by themselves, but not bigger than them combined. So I am going to use the rulers together to give me the correct measurement, the correct, like, the length of this strip that I have to cut. And all of those subsequent ones that we're going to cut are going to have a measurement like this. They're going to have something like this. I've already looked ahead. I already know what's coming up, and that is what is coming up. We are going to have some very, very long strips. So, but this one is plenty long now. Don't tell one. That's fine. That is fine. I've been in a dream, wake up, go to the bathroom, go back to bed, fall asleep, and return to the same dream I was in. I don't like it when it happens because it's usually a nightmare. Yeah, that's the same for me. Lately, I've been waking up and I'll stay awake for a couple of hours before I go back to bed, or before I go back to sleep, and that's been frustrating too. That's kind of like how my insomnia tends to work, is that I will be up, or I'll wake up for bathroom or something, and then I will be up for a couple of hours and can't get back to sleep and can't feel rested to sleep. I'm thinking I'm lucky too, Terry, says Helen. I have a friend who doesn't remember dreams. I told her to count her blessings. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember all of my dreams, but the ones I remember are always the bad ones. Let's see. I dream in color, which they say can't be, but seriously, okay. Here's a fun fact. So I have prosopagnosia, which I've mentioned more than a few times. But if you're new and you haven't heard me mention it before, it is face blindness. So I don't recognize faces. It doesn't matter if it's my mom or dad, my husband, my kid, doesn't matter. I do not recognize faces. So if you show me a picture of 3 random people and one of them or more than one of them could be somebody that I know, but you don't give me any kind of context as to who might be in the picture, I will have no clue who it is unless I recognize something about their clothing, their hairstyle, the way they are standing, or something about the background. Sir, what do you have? Okay, you're allowed to have that. So when I dream, I don't see faces. So the way that people appear in my dreams, I frequently have strangers in my dreams. It could be somebody that I technically know, but I don't know them in my dream. So I do not recognize people in my dreams any more than I recognize them in my waking hours. So if you have prosopagnosia and you have face blindness, which prosopagnosia is face blindness, but if you have prosopagnosia, then you will not have people's faces in your dreams. There is never a face in my dream. That is kind of the only good thing about having a nightmare when you are dreaming about, somebody coming to, do something mean or nasty or whatever. If you can't see their face, you don't know who they are. Therapy in a nutshell is the channel Terry's been talking about. I explained how to stop that, but it's only this morning. I'll find her channel. Sure. Good deal. Good deal. Oh, Laura says when she dreams, they're very vivid dreams, but she usually doesn't dream or remember them when she takes meds. Yeah. And then I never really thought about that. Can't picture any of the dreams being in color. So I guess I dream in black and white. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people do dream in black and white. But I asked my husband, I was like, so when you dream and you see, say, this person in your dream, how do you know it's this person? And I'm like, asking honestly, how do they know it's that person? And he's like, because I see their face. And I'm like, okay, I don't see faces, so I don't recognize people. And it just blew his mind. Blew his mind. All right, so since I've got that long strip, I am going to cut that first because that is going to be a pain to try to cut later. Not necessarily impossible, just I don't want to cut it later. I want to cut it and get it out of the way. Terry says hers are very vivid, bizarre, and violent. Ooh. You have the trifecta. And Terry recognizes everyone in her dreams. Yeah. See, I don't recognize anybody. I do not have any recognition at all. It is the weirdest thing, especially when I see a therapist or, talk to somebody, and they're telling me about their dream. And I'm like, well, oh, you saw so-and-so in your dream, huh? Okay. Well, how did you know it was them? And they're like, well, because I saw their face. Okay. How would you recognize them if you couldn't see it? I just watched a series called Brilliant Minds about a doctor that had that. I had never heard of that before. Yeah. Brad Pitt actually has prosopagnosia as well. And so he has it. And I did not know that until after I was diagnosed. And yeah, it's been a fun journey. It's been a fun journey. And there's no way to fix it either. I'm often mad at the person when I wake up. Hard to shake. Yeah, I can hear you on that, Terry. I see faces in dreams, and other times I wake up as I'm about to see them. Most of this kind of thing is coming from bad dreams. So yeah, that's for a lot of people. A lot of people have that. It is usually a bad dream thing. All right, so the strip is, I'm going to divide it in half and cut on the fold. So I'm going to use my 1/4 inch measurement because it's a 1/2 inch that I need as the full thing. So we're going to use a 1/4 inch measurement. We're just going to make it work. And these cuts do have to be accurate. I know what this is going to look like when it's done. So they have to be accurate. All right, so that makes that one off the table. And I didn't even cut my numbers yet, but it is this one. So this pattern has 40 plus 55, 95 fabric cuts total. But it's all divided up along all of these other. But let's put some fabric. Yes. Yeah, duh. Put some fabric. Absolutely put some fabric. Make yourself happy. Get the happy fabric thing going. That or pet the pet that won't stop licking their paw. I've got to get up at 7 a.m., but I'm determined to finish this binding at least on the second quilt. There you go. There you go. So, yes and no, Terry. She's got an excellent question. She says, what pattern is it, or is it a secret? So yes and yes. The pattern is kind of a secret. It is one that I am publishing later this year. So it is not published yet, but it will be published. It just is not ready to be published yet because I need to test it and make sure that I am 100% happy with everything and all of the measurements. I think it will be okay, but I want to make sure that I'm testing it. But I do have a test name on it right now, but I have not decided if that's going to be the final name of it. I want to wait until I see the finished, like how it looks. I want to see how it looks at the very, very end. How? Sir, could you please stop? Stop, sir. No, sir. Maybe he's going to stop. We're going to see. We're going to see if he'll stop. Okay, I know I cut that. And that, and that, and that. Okay. I didn't mark some of them off earlier. All right, 15 through 19 are the ones that I'm cutting, and it's all of these. So I can move those out of the way. I wrote a pattern that has been at the proofreading stage for months. It was already tested. Okay, so I am very quick with proofreading. That is never where my patterns get held up. So this pattern has been designed for probably about a year. About a year. And I knew that this was the one I wanted to publish this year. And it's overall, it is a lot easier to do than the one I published last year. Last year was Temperature Rings, which is the double wedding ring temperature quilt. Which I still have to quilt those. Like, those are not even quilted yet, guys. The one for this year, or the 2024 data, I haven't even finished it. Yeah, like I've got so much to do with that. Tonight I'm sewing quilting fabrics and tomorrow I'll be sewing sales together, says Linda. Yes, I love that you get to sew so much. Let's see, so you have a sew right? Yes, she does. I've been ironing flannel for mug rugs, started Christmas stuff. November 1st, I'm on the ball till I get bored doing it. Next week sometime. Yeah, I'm with you on that, Lori. So with this one, oh, gotcha. Terry gave it to her son-in-law. He's been super busy. She just reminds him, but he's had a lot going on. Yeah. Oh, okay. She has tack sews, high leads, and consos. Gotcha. Hey, Debbie. Yes. Yes, you can absolutely watch some of it. We got about 30 minutes left. Give or take a little bit, just depending on how much left I want to work on. But we're going to work as far as I can. Okay, let's see. Let's see if I can get this bigger cut out of here. If not, no, I can't get that bigger cut, but I can get the next size cut out. Okay. So this one, so Temperature Rings, I designed it and made it, then wrote the pattern. So it was already pre-tested and didn't need a lot. Like, it just needed the writing part. The writing was a beast on that one. That one took me a week solid of 4 to 6 hours per day writing on it. It was absolutely a crazy adventure writing Temperature Rings. This pattern, I designed it, but then had to write the pattern. This is the pattern I'm going to be releasing by the end of the year. I'm not releasing a name until I'm 100% sure that we're going to stick with that name. But this is the pattern that I will be releasing sometime this year. Oh, good, Susan. She says she's home. The Seahawks won. Good deal. So yeah, this is the one that I'm going to release later this year. And I have not done any of the sewing on this one. So I've got all of my fabrics picked out. I have everything drawn out. I have all of the measurements done finally. And I'm not the only one testing this. Because I wrote it first and test after on this pattern, I needed help testing it. So I do have someone helping test. However, for the most part, I usually make a pattern and then write it. This one's the opposite, which is very foreign to me. Very, very foreign. Okay, so I need that. How do I want to do this? We're going to do something different. Okay. I'm going to have to trim down, but let's see. 3. Yeah, we're going to do that. I'm going to overcut so that I can trim down for the pieces that need to be trimmed down, and then I can cut the regular size for the rest of it. My sewing machine repairman retired, so I had him teach me how to time and repair all my machines. I can't do my home machines though, says Linda. Yeah. And at some point, you kind of want to not do it. Because, yeah, after a while, doing your own repair becomes exhausting. So I totally would understand if you didn't want to do that either. Believe me. All right. So now I get to fold this out. And this first piece that I've got to cut is, again, width of my ruler. So I'm going to trim the selvages off and then cut. So we're going to see if I got it right where I need it. That's close enough. I've got plenty of this fabric. Plenty of this fabric. I didn't know how close I was going to be cutting it on this one. So I'm glad that I got a little bit of wiggle room. And I wanted, at least on my version, I wanted to do the full like spectrum of the rainbow. So after this yellow, this next color is kind of like a yellow and green mix. And then we've got 2 different greens. And then the next one after that is a blue and green together that I pulled out of my stash. Then we've got blues, then we've got some purples, and then we've got a purple with pink in it because pink would be between purple and red if you did it as a rotational rainbow. So you won't necessarily need to do it as a rotational rainbow if you do this quilt, but I think it will come out stunning. I think it will. At least my line drawing says it's going to be stunning. So we're going to see. We are going to see. Alright, so that's one cut. Tammy, I don't like yellow, but that's not bad fabric. No, it isn't. I mean, the other yellow is really, really bright, but there's not that much of it in this quilt, so it's not super bad. And to add to it, if I didn't have it in there, the rest of this wouldn't make as much sense. This quilt is best done in either doing a rainbow or doing one color with a lot of variations of that one color. So that's kind of where this one is. All right, that one is this one. I like having these little labels that match. That way I don't have to worry about what order they go in. I can just cut them as I get to them. I'm not a huge yellow fan, but there's yellow in this quilt because it's necessary. It is necessary. It will look good with it. It would look bad without it. So yeah, it's in there because it needs to be. All right, that I cannot cut what I need. I don't know. No, there's no way for me to cut what I need. Okay. So, oh, I wish I hadn't realized that. Yeah, I'm having that moment of realization, guys. Sorry. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, we're gonna cut what we can cut. I hope the Washington Commanders quarterback is okay. He got injured, an injured arm. Want to see how the player tackled him. Oh, well, at least they have good medical doctors now on the field and in the tents to look after the players immediately after an injury now. They used to not have that, so that's a good thing. Let's see. Okay, so these are, let me make sure it's the right size. Yep, it is. It is. Okay. I'm just going to cut with this ruler at the moment. I'm not going to do the 2 ruler thing for the moment. Okay, 1 occupational hazard. Yeah, it is an occupational hazard. I need 4 of these cuts. So I'm going to see if I can get 4 of them out of here. That's 2, 3, and does not look like I'll get 4. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I'm going to get it. Nope, I will not get it. So we are going to cut it out of this strip. Cut it the opposite direction because these fabrics are not directional. And that is the one thing with this pattern is I will not recommend directional fabric. Yay! Jacqueline is joining the Super Chat giveaway for April. You have a ticket now, Jacqueline. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yep. Anytime between now and April, probably 12th or so, you can get your tickets in. You can absolutely get your tickets in. So that works. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. So this is G15. I've got, oh, I didn't mark 15 off yet. Okay. I was like, wait a minute, I still have 15 on here. So 17 and 18 are the 2 that I still need to cut. And I'm gonna have to cut a wide strip. Okay. We'll do it. We'll do it. It requires it. We'll do it. And I do need to figure out my yardage requirements for each of these as well. But I wanted to make sure that we tested it before I finished that up. Yay! Oh, Susan's saying thank you to Jacqueline. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Yep, every super chat goes towards helping my channel push forward, and it also, the super chats, the chats that you guys put in, like just typing chats into the chat box, and the likes, the shares, the hype, all of that puts my channel a little bit more on YouTube's radar and helps put me out there to potential subscribers. So anytime you share out my channel, anytime you like my videos, anytime you comment or chat live, that so helps my channel. So that's another reason for doing super chats, is that helps YouTube tell everybody else to come hang out and come contribute. So it works really well. All right. So this one is, sorry, I'm hitting that limit, guys. I'm hitting that limit. We got, oh my gosh, we got 4 fabrics cut. I'm not disappointed in that. And I'll show you, once I get done with this, I'll go ahead and show you guys the Sew and Tell giveaway fabrics. Since I've been teasing that I have them and that they're nearby, I will go ahead and show those. Even though I'm not going to cut into them tonight, I will go ahead and show what's going into the April Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. So you guys will have a preview of what is to come. So that way you guys know what quilt you're fighting for. Because it's going to be pretty. It's going to be so pretty. I've already, there we go. Laura is joining in as well, getting her super chat raffle ticket in. Yay! You guys are rocking me out. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so this is G18. All right, I got one more cut to make, I think. Yeah, well, no, 2 cuts, because I'm gonna have to cut it down. Yay! You'll be getting your super chats, and I love it. I love it. I'm looking forward to everything that I can give to you guys, that I can put as super chat prizes. I'm so looking forward to that. Now, Katie from Greenland Quilter accepted a different gift for her super chat, because shipping to Greenland is crazy expensive. So I was able to ship her something different. There we go. Terry is getting in on it as well. You have a raffle ticket for the super chat giveaway in April 14th. Oh, do not enter you. That's okay. I will make a note. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I do not remember your first name off the top of my head. Melissa, right? Is that the Groves Bargain Emporium? Are you Melissa? Or, trying to think what you might be. Michelle. Please correct me. Please tell me what your first name is, because I know I remember it. I know I will remember it. Okay, let me make a note. Let's see. Because I will add that one to your other note, Terry. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, both of your notes are in there. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I'd make you wait one time before winning again anyway for show and tell. So you'd be okay either way on that one. But yes, yeah, you're good. Super chat is totally different. Super chat, you don't get a quilt. Super chat, you get what I have available. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm making sure the right. Okay, yeah, 2.5 by. Okay, yep, that's right. That's right. Okay. Gotta make sure I'm doing the right measurement. Oh, Steph, that's right. That's right. I was thinking it might be an S instead of an M, but I wasn't sure, and I definitely didn't want to throw out a ton of names. You are so welcome, Terry. You are so welcome. And if you ever want me to take that note back down, let me know. I will absolutely do it. I will respect your wishes either way. Okay, so that's everything I'm going to cut for this project at the moment. Let's see. So the red was already cut. Okay, we cut one orange. We cut a second orange. We cut a bright yellow. Then we cut a dull yellow. Actually, let me fold this a little bit differently so that everything stacks up nicely, because I am OCD a little bit like that. I'm glad you're here, Steph. I'm so glad you made it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so when I start cutting on this again, which might be tomorrow, I don't know. Depends, because I got to get quilting too. Okay, so this will be the next fabric. Then we have this fabric, this dark green. Then we have a light green. Then we have a green and blue mixture fabric. I have a lot of this. Don't read into that. That came from my stash. This came from my stash, and this came from my stash. So they were not my purchased fabrics from Hobby Lobby, so I have more of them. Okay. Then I have blue with white polka dots. Then I have a navy with white crosses on it, little white crosses on it. Then this is a navy with purple on it. This is the closest I could come to indigo. It is very, very dark navy, but there's little highlights of purple in it. You'll see it up close, although you don't see it from a distance. Then we have a purple. Then we have a violet. And then we have this beautiful batik, which is purples and pink kind of tones to it. So these are the fabrics I have left to cut. Working, listening, got you on the big screen. That is fine with me. That is absolutely fine with me. As my puppy dog is now going to get another toy. He is bringing out all of the toys because why not when mom is on live, right? Okay, so that's that project. So I am still testing it. It is not ready to be published yet, but it is going to be published by the end of the year. What, pal? What, sir? You're not getting your egg. You're not getting it. No. The moment I said egg, he turned around and looked at me. Like, Mom, that's what I want. Yeah, now he's coming over here to come beg. Are you begging for the egg? Yeah, I know you're begging for the egg. Okay. So let me show you guys. Do you cut the entire pattern first before you sew? Depends. This one, I've had it drawn out for a really long time. So I've spent it was 3 different weeks that I spent going to the library and taking the time to go write. And I was only writing 2 hours at a time because that's what my time blocks are at the library. Typically, if it's somebody else's pattern, maybe. It just depends. On this one, I have enough right now that I could be sewing for probably a week and a half before I cut anything else. I already have all of my background fabrics cut. But I'm fairly confident in all of my measurements that I think I'm okay. And since I got majority of the fabrics at Hobby Lobby, worst case scenario, I go back to Hobby Lobby and get a little bit more. So, I mean, I could just take and just do the first 2 sections of the quilt and then stop and then cut the next section. But I've worked the math and reworked the math and reworked the math multiple different times, so I'm pretty confident with it. Thank you, Joan. She says pretty fabrics. Ellen says she finally got her Martelli lefty cutter. I haven't tried it yet. Is there anything I should know? Just make sure that when you're holding it, your index finger goes on top of your cutter and your thumb goes into the little cutout, okay? So you will have 3 fingers wrapped around your cutter. You're not going to hold it like this. You're going to hold it like this. But you're going to have your index finger on top, your thumb here to the side, and while your blade is closed, you can actually roll it. Yours is probably going to have the little blade guards now have almost like sandpaper to help you open the blade cutter or the blade guard. So mine doesn't always want to open, but it did that time. But just make sure that as soon as you're done using it, you go ahead and close that blade cover. I use my middle finger and I just pop that little, that's actually how I use the blade cover on mine, is I literally sit there and I will push it back with my middle finger. I'll pull it up with my middle finger and back and forth. You are cutting like you are rolling out dough. So if you pretend like you are holding a rolling pin, that is the same exact motion. It's just that you have a finger rest and a thumb rest. Okay, so you are doing like you are rolling out dough. Terry says she almost cut her finger using that one with the finger on top. You have to place your finger in the right place. Yeah. So your index finger goes on top, and your 3 fingers go around the side, and then your thumb goes onto that side, and that helps you hold it. You can hold tightly onto this, you can white knuckle this as much as you want, but you don't need to white knuckle your pressure. Okay, so there's no need to bear down really really hard or anything like that with it. You just do like you're rolling out dough. Okay, you don't need a lot of pressure with it. So just go grab a rolling pin, hold on to that for a few minutes, and then put your rotary cutter in your hand and pretend that you were doing that. I actually, when I first got my Martelli, I'm not going to cut this fabric, so do not panic on me, okay? I actually took a piece of fabric, no rulers, just a piece of fabric, laid it on my mat as like one layer or whatever. But I would sit there and just roll it back and forth and cut it up into confetti to get used to the motion of just cutting with the cutter. So just take a scrap piece of the ugliest fabric you have that you hate. Just take like a 5 to 10 inch square and just practice cutting on it until it is completely disintegrated. But that will get you the habit of how you use that ruler or that cutter. I got mine in Seattle at a big quilt show years ago when they were first being made. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, give yourself some time. Absolutely, Terry. I agree with you on that. And I sit to cut most of the time. I can stand to use it now, but when you first get started, sit to cut because you want your elbow to, you want your arm to be level. Like your elbow and your wrist should stay horizontal to your cutting mat the entire time. So that makes a difference. It took Laura a few minutes to learn it too. Yeah. So yeah, just take some scrap fabric you don't care about that you need to cut up. You can take, like, I have my scrap bucket that has all my like cut off pieces that I'm never going to use that are smaller than an inch. You can take that, put that on your cutting board and just start going to town with it. Just go ahead and expect that first blade, you're going to trash that first blade. Also, when you go to remove the blade, so I pulled my piece away. You can pull it out like that if you want to. Okay. But either way, when you go to change the blade, because this whole piece snaps out, and anytime you take this apart to clean it, to do whatever, just keep in mind that there's a little bitty spring here that you can go all over the place. So just keep that in mind. Work over a table every time you go to open it up. So I have my blade guard inside when I clean it. And I go ahead. I learned this tip from Danny over at So Not an Expert, because I had always put my blade in and then put this piece over it. And I regularly threatened to cut myself by accident. So you've got your rotary cutter assembled aside from your screw. Okay, take your blade and you are just lining it up between the pieces of plastic. Okay, you're not putting it all the way in, you're just barely lining it up. Then use your cutting mat to push it into position. And I pushed it a little too far. That's okay. Take your screw and pull it back out of position. It also, the screw tightens the opposite direction of what you would think. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey does not work for these screws. So make sure you are looking at where it says here, the direction for unscrewing the blade or unscrewing the screw to hold it in place. Make sure you look at that and then don't over tighten. There's no need to super tighten your blade. Ellen says she typically sings. Yeah. Just sit for the first few times till you get used to the motion and how you use it, and then you can start standing to use it. Because I can stand to use mine. I just typically am doing a lot of sitting cutting, so it makes it. I'm used to that. My sister and I were shown how to use them properly by the designer, says Susan. Fantastic. Okay. Here's the fabric that is going into the Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. Okay. So I've got 2 panels of this. Okay. So it's folded in half right now. So everything that is on the back side here is what you're seeing out here. Okay. So these are all postcards. They are not going into the quilt. I'm using everything from this section with the fabric. Okay. So we have love, share your kindness, happiness blooms in you, you make the world a better place, growing strong and beautiful, blooming love to you, tiny seeds grow big dreams. We have this little floral arrangement. We have that one. We have shine. We have beloved friend. Love grows here. A mixed bouquet of love. Growing strong and beautiful. We have a little bouquet here. Little mixed flowers here. And now some of these phrases are repeated. Cynthia says she's going to say goodnight in case she falls asleep. Absolutely. Sister and I were, let's see. Okay, I didn't miss anything. Okay. We've got gather goodness. We've got happiness blooms in you. We've got tell your story. We've got glow. We've got create your own joy every day. I wish you a big bunch of daisies. We've got this little floral right here. We've got beloved friend again. And those two are the exact same size. So there's going to be some more that you're going to see that are repeated phrases, but they're not the same size. So thank you for being you. You make the world a better place, growing strong and beautiful, love, blooming love to you. Love grows here. This little bouquet, and then of course the word love. I wish for you a bouquet of joy. You make the world a better place. Tiny seeds grow big dreams. We have shine. We have create your own joy every day. And you are meant to shine. And another little bouquet here. So everything out of this, aside from, I think, one. So the duplicate one, I think. So I'm using 36 of these. So out of all of this, there's going to be 36 of them. 36 of these little pieces in the quilt. Susan says daisies are her favorite flower. That's awesome. That's awesome. So maybe you need to win this one. Maybe this needs to be the one that you win. But so I am using just this entire swatch all the way with the fabric from this panel. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut each of these out. There is like 1/8 of an inch between each of them. So I know it doesn't show up very well on the camera, but there is a dotted line around the outside of each of the phrases. The floral arrangement ones are the only ones without the dotted lines. But there's a dotted line on the outside of each of the phrases, and it's 1/8 of an inch between that and the next one. So I can cut it out directly between the two dotted lines, but I have enough room to do 1/4 of an inch. So it might be really close on some of them, but it won't be super bad. So I'm going to cut them out as carefully as I can so that I can use every last one of them. And what's going to happen is I am going to build these out as different blocks. So each of these will become a 9-inch block, and there will be 36 9-inch blocks if I did my math correctly. So they're going to be built out kind of like log cabin style, and I'm going to choose some bright fabric colors, some pinks and yellows and greens and blues. I'm going to pick colors that are in the words or colors that are in the little floral sections. I'm going to pick those out of my scraps, and we are going to put those together into blocks. And again, I'm hoping it's going to be like log cabin style, and that's going to become the next Sew and Tell giveaway quilt. So we are taking quite literally, let me see how tall this is. This section is, if we only stop at the dotted lines, we are talking not even 5 inches. If we go a little bit further beyond the dotted lines, we're like 5 1/4 inches. we're taking 5¼ inches by width of fabric, and we're going to turn that into an entire quilt. So, and it'll be about a 60 by 60 quilt. Again, I'm going to do a border on this one for sure because I think it's going to need it. I don't think I'm going to do sashing, but we'll see. We will see. So sorry, so sorry. But because each of these are different sizes, each block is going to be slightly different. So like no two blocks are going to be identical to each other. They might all have the same fabrics in them, but they're not all going to be identical. So I will pick out some brightly colored fabrics to put in them. And I'm looking forward to putting this one together. So this is one that if you're coming to retreat in November, you may see me working on because I will be trying to get a start on it. You may see me working on the pattern I'm going to be releasing this year. Let's see, what else might I be working on? You might see me working on my quilt coat in case I do still get to go to Road to California. I'm not sure if I can this year because things are just not working out very well for it. But I'm still going to try. But yeah, so you guys are going to get to see a lot of behind the scenes at this month's retreat. So if you've not signed up for a retreat, we can do !retreat in the chat at any time. If you are watching on replay, I will start getting the retreat link into the description boxes. I don't have them in there right now, but I will start getting it into the retreat, into the description boxes so you can sign up because it's November 22nd and 23rd. So you guys will get to see a lot of stuff. Oh, so sorry. So sorry. Sounds like it'd be pretty. Thank you. Sounds pretty. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. And so I am yawning a lot. Yeah, you guys are dropping retreat link in the chat. There you go. There you go. Nightbot should be working. There we go. There's Nightbot. So if you've not registered for the retreat, click the link in the box or in the chat box to go sign up for the retreat. It is free. You don't have to pay anything for it. Retreat is going to run Saturday morning on the 22nd from 6 a.m. Mountain Time through 7 p.m. Mountain Time on Sunday the 23rd. And on the 23rd, we will also have Mr. Siberian Wind coming to join me for our After Sunset Sunday. So we have a lot of fun coming up this month. Lots of craziness coming up this month. Gosh, lots of craziness. Oh my goodness, guys. There's gonna be a lot of crazy stuff this month. So okay, well I am going to get off of here because I am yawning in that bad form. Thank you, Laura. I appreciate it. She says she's sure it will be beautiful like all of your quilts. Thank you. Thank you. I hope so. I hope so. But I think, yeah, I'm going to get off of here because I need to get in bed. And I've got a long day tomorrow. So I will see you guys. If you follow me over to William's channel tomorrow night, you'll see me there. If not, then I will see you guys Tuesday night for our Tuesday edition and Sew and Tell. So I will see you guys then. If you've not cutted some fabric, go cut some fabric before you go get in bed. You need the good warm fuzzies to get you through this week. We are in the doldrums right before Thanksgiving, so everything's going to pick up and we all need the good warm fuzzies. So I will see you guys later. Have a great night and see you.